Hi there, Dr. Gary here on the road. We sell dental practices nationwide. We are dental practice brokers. I was a dentist for 25 years, now doing the dental practice brokerage for 14 years. So today's topic is buyer of a dental practice gets in car accident on the way to an office visit and still shows up. A real champ. We'll get into what that happened and some characteristics shortly. As you know, we're in 24 states now. And in fact, we're just about to leave to go visit Tennessee and North Carolina, adding to our list. So we're pretty excited about that. We have 10 employees, including 2 CPA accountants, so we're available to you 363 days a year. We only take off Christmas and Easter. So call us, we'll answer the phone. Even if we're out of the country, one of my staff members will answer the phone. So we'll take care of it for you and get you the information you need. And if you want to just call, ask some friendly advice, there's no charge for that. Or if you want to get a pulse of how much your practice is worth, we'll do that also. So please call us and we'll get on top of everything. Now, also, everything you're about to hear today is for informational purposes, for discretionary expenses. It is not business or it's not legal advice, okay? If you're thinking about selling to one of the large DSOs, please give us a call because we work with them all the time. And we are not employed by them, we're independent. However, they will often pay our commission, so it'll work out fantastic for you. The key thing is we know what's going on the inside, what's happening with the DSOs, who the best ones are, who's having trouble, whose employees are leaving that no one knows about, who's having trouble getting credit. Believe me, there's a lot going on, a lot of consolidation going on, and some of the big players have stopped buying. So we'll talk about that. Now, if your practice sells for over $1 million, any practice, we will reimburse your legal fees upon successful closing based on some minor criteria. We're the only ones that I know around the country that will do that. So please call us and we'll be here happy to take care of everything for you. All right? Now, in addition, today's topic is an important topic. You know, we talked in the past about the buyer who we thought the ideal buyer was, the buyer that hits the ground running. And you as a seller got to be very careful who that buyer is. We'll help you screen them. It's not all just about money, how much money you're getting, because then you sell and you walk away, it's all over. First of all, it's your reputation. You know, you built a lifetime there. You want somebody that's going to carry on. Most important, they're going to support all of your dental work and read the records carefully. For example, a perio patient that has advanced mobility that refuses to go to the periodontist and you've been palliatively treating him, and a new buyer sees them for the first time. All of a sudden, they notice of the advanced perio disease, and they just yell out to the patient, "Oh my God, didn't doctor ever tell you all the problems you have?" And the patient may forget the conversation. No, you got to look at the record. And you need somebody like that who will stand behind you. Secondly, it's your staff that you've worked with for many, many years who've almost become family. You want them in good hands and good support and somebody that's successful. So that's important. Now, in addition to that, the patients have become your friends, many of them. You want those patients in good, caring, comfortable hands. Experience clinically. So these things are so important when we talk about this. So what happened this time? So we had this meeting set up, first time visit for the office, and we're in communication with the doctor. It was an early morning meeting. I always double check the buyer, the seller, everybody's showing up. So we're all set. Buyer gives me a call. And we knew the buyer was en route because they called us. I'll be there at about, at the appointed time. I'll be there. So the buyer was en route. Everything was confirmed the night before. And 5 minutes After the appointed time, suddenly, I get a phone call from the buyer. Buyer says, I've been in a car accident. I'm so sorry. Let me see what I could do. I'm going to still try to make it. Well, now this is important, that you have a buyer that she didn't get hurt, or he didn't get hurt, whatever. The buyer didn't get hurt in the accident, but it was still an accident. Now, a lot of people may panic and cancel the appointment. But this buyer was motivated. This buyer hit the ground running. This buyer was in a car accident and still said, I will be there. I'm waiting for the police to come. We'll file a report and I'll be there. Do you know that that buyer came about 25 minutes beyond the appointed times? The buyer was 25 minutes late and they had gotten in a car accident. Think about this. Isn't that the kind of buyer? No, I know you don't know anything about the buyer, but wouldn't you say starting off, at least this buyer hit the ground running? At least this buyer was motivated? I think it's very important. It's very important that we have this information about a buyer, characteristics. It's only the first meeting, I understand, but the buyer is certainly starting off on the right foot. And this is the kind of buyer I talk about. We pre-qualify all my buyers. They all sign a non-disclosure agreement, but we also screen them. Is it the right buyer for the right doctor? You don't want everybody to be happy. You want the buyer to be happy. You want the seller to be happy. And this buyer has at least the initial characteristics of being a great buyer and also caring for the doctor's patients, also being prompt, being on top of their game, hit the ground running. Remember, the buyer gets in an accident and shows up 25 minutes late for the appointment. That's pretty good, wouldn't you say, after filling out a police report? Isn't this the kind of buyer that we need? So we try to help you screen the buyers and help. What we're saying here is we're trying to just paint a picture of what type of buyer you're looking for. Yes, you want your top dollar. You've worked all your life, but it's all not only about money. In the end, if two buyers are vying for the same practice, dental practice, you'll find that the sellers usually always, 90% of the time, sell to the buyer they're more comfortable with. Always the buyer they're more comfortable with, assuming that, the offers are somewhat close. So this buyer, in this seller's mind, is a pretty good buyer. I'm proud of somebody that will get in a car accident, still show up. They won't be whining. They're not crying. They're not complaining. They're saying, I'm on this. That buyer that showed up after the car accident was laser focused on the target. The target is to buy a dental practice. And this practice they were very interested in. So just take that as and this stuff happens all the time. This happened 24 hours ago. 24 hours ago this happened. And we try to bring you the current information, what's happening, what's going on right now. Current, cutting edge, current right now, what's going on. Just a few points. Anyway, hit the subscribe button because we're making plenty of these videos. I think we're over 600 now, somewhere around there. Stay tuned. I'm heading out to Tennessee and North Carolina. We are going to be gone for about a week, I think. But I'll have the cell phone, everything, full contact, email and all. We just may be in some of the mountain regions there in Tennessee and North Carolina. We have to take some detours because of all the rain and everything and the problems in the roads washed out in North Carolina. But we'll make it. I think we actually have to go up to Virginia or something and then swoop down because that Route 40 is all banged up in North Carolina. I hope those people are all doing okay. But we're excited about this. This is going to be a great trip. But since we'll be in some of the mountain regions, we may lose the signal. You may call and not get us. Don't worry about it. We'll follow up on everything. We're working. We're really excited. I love doing the road trips. So Tennessee and North Carolina, here we come on the road. Dr. Gary, and looking good. Okay, team. Thank you. Bye.